All right, we're live. Where I'm broadcasting from. I'm gonna give you a guess where I'm broadcasting from, Bama.
Uh, let's see. Your car, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in Dallas?
No, no, not
You,
yet.
you, you go. Are you driving right now?
No, I'm not driving.
You're on.
Where
Bro-
am
You're,
I normally broadcasting from when I'm broadcasting from my car?
Applebee's parking
yeah,
lot.
I'll say Walmart parking lot or something.
Once
McDonald's.
again, once again, I am broadcasting from a Waffle House parking
Waffle
lot.
House. Oh yeah. There's a lot of those around
Oh,
there too.
oh my God! What a 4 days me and Brady have had. Holy smokes! And we didn't have a room last night. And he's like, "No, we'll just figure it out. We'll just figure it out." I was like, we're in New Orleans for the Super Bowl, bro. Like, what we're gonna figure out is us sleeping in my car
You're
like a
sleeping in
truck
your
stop."
car. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
so anyways, at like 1 in the morning last night, he started looking for hotel rooms. I don't even know where we are. We're like, we could be in Texas, maybe Arkansas. He found he
Did
found
you
a
drive
hotel.
north? Did you go east or west?
We're in a town called Hammond, Louisiana, like
Hammond, Louisiana, huh?
60 miles from New Orleans, because it was literally the only even relatively affordable hotel room anywhere near New Orleans last night. Because we had a room for the like last whatever 4 days, but that is why I am currently broadcasting live from a Waffle House parking lot. It's the
That's good.
only place I could get 5Gs.
There you go.
So,
Hell yeah.
Wow.
And you
So
can
where do
also
you
get
live?
anyways,
scattered smartly
and
covered.
I am absolutely exhausted. So let's get this Super Bowl Sports and Tacos edition underway. I'm gonna go ahead and run the intro, and then Tony give us a big old Super Bowl Tony
Yeah,
intro. And we'll
baby.
get this party started. People are probably going to be popping in, popping out. We'll see
Yeah,
who
my
shows
sister
up.
will be on in a minute.
Okay, yeah. Ian's supposed to come on.
Oh, yeah, baby. Guess what it is, man? It is Sunday Fun Day. We have a Super Bowl game today, ladies and gentlemen. We got
Woo!
Robert Roll Tide Roll. You got Alex G Unit right there. And we got a guy that's living in his car right now in Louisiana at a Waffle House. Shotgun loaded, Mr. Spencer Cadigan. And then we also, later on, folks, we're going to be having some more folks jumping on today. But we got a lot to talk about, especially, two teams today. They're matching up again in the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. We might have a three-peat in the action. We might have an upset where fly Eagles fly. You never know what's going to happen. But right now, it's Sports and Tacos. Let's ride.
All right, everybody. It is Sunday, Super Bowl, super fun day, Sunday. It is the extravaganza. It is the grand finale of a long, amazing football season.
So
Um,
sad.
I
I'm
did.
so sad.
It is kind of
Didn't we
sad
just
because
blink and then all of a sudden we're in the playoffs and then we blink again? We're already in the Super Bowl and then we're going to blink again. It's going to be a new season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
remember back in the day when the Pro Bowl was the weekend after?
Yeah, and it was in Hawaii.
Yeah, and they actually played the game. It was kind of like you got that one last little like hair of the dog before football season went away for the next 7 months or whatever.
It's a
But
long way
now,
away, man.
now it's just a clean break, just cold turkey. Football ends.
Yeah.
No, you got the USFL coming out, so
No, it's not.
they try
It's
to give you
not.
something to look at
No,
if you want to watch the
dude,
hits get
I
thrown
would
at.
rather watch soccer.
Oh, soccer's fun, yeah. That's football.
That
I would rather,
foosball, man. That foosball.
I would rather watch water polo.
No,
the
we're
USFL.
gonna go that far with it.
No.
No offense to water polo, I'm just saying.
So, anyways, yes, I am. I've been in, dude. Okay, so yeah, just to like catch you guys up. So, Brady, got us press passes for Radio Row, which is amazing. Like, we're getting Sports and Tacos on the map. We're getting Mr. Inspiration, the documentary, hopefully fully funded. You have no idea the contacts that I've made over the last like 4 days.
I believe it.
It's gonna take me a few days just to like get it all together. But
Yeah.
fingers crossed, like I've been talking to very, very big fish about the podcast. So
Fingers crossed. That's awesome.
yeah, well, dude, and I can't even like Bama was. I went live with Bama, kind of showing him what Radio Row is like. That is,
Place is massive looking.
dude.
I saw your Instagram. Yeah.
Bro, it's like 5 football fields put together of every news agency on planet Earth and every star athlete, celebrity, everybody rolls through Radio Row and gives an interview to like every single news outlet. It's insane, man. And
Did you accidentally bump into anybody, that we might know?
Yeah.
everybody, name somebody.
Did you bump into him and say, "Oh, hello, John Elway. How are you, buddy?"
Nobody invited
Joe
Elway.
Montana, Sean Payton, George Kittle, Drew Brees, Joe Burrow. What's the
Joe Burrow, Joe Montana.
I said
dude?
Joe Montana.
Everybody goes to Radio Row, and when you
Okay,
got
yeah.
that press pass, you're the press, you're media. You know what I'm saying? And Dave Stevens, like I was saying, Dave Stevens' booth was right next to the Sports Illustrated booth.
Wow.
So it was just, I was just like, wow.
That's prime
And then-
location. Yeah.
And it's all day, every day. It's open 24 hours a day for an entire week.
Wow.
Wow.
Because all the international news, they broadcast all around the clock, like Australia, Japan, whatever. Like you can roll in there with that pass anytime. So I am thoroughly exhausted because then, so you're there like all day long. Then freaking, there's Greg. Gregory,
What's happening?
What's up,
how's it
Greg?
going?
Good. Out on the golf course, little pre-golf before the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
How you shooting?
Oh, just second hole right now.
Nice, nice. So we got an eagle the first hole then, right?
No, not quite. Not quite.
Is your shoulder all good? Are you like feeling good for golf these days, Greg? No problems?
Well, it's feeling better, but every day's different. Just got to build up to, keep it strong. Keep the flexibility in it and see what happens.
You got like stretch and do. Always-
Physical therapy, yeah, a lot of shoulder work.
Got it. Well, I was just telling these guys about Radio Row. You ever been to? I assume you've probably been to Radio Row, Greg, right?
Yeah, but before podcasts, it really didn't interest me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, like I said, I always played golf and then went to all the other events at the Super Bowl.
Right. So, anyways, yeah, it's just like an endless event all week long, and then you end up at every big event party afterwards, and I am thoroughly exhausted. I'm a sober human being, and I'm still thoroughly exhausted. Put it that way.
Yeah, it'll do it to you.
Dude, that kind of hardcore eventing it's next level. Like on day 4, I just want to take a nap for like an entire day. Anyways, so we've been at the Super Bowl. Me and Brady Mazzola, we had to get a cheap hotel room because every hotel room last night was like $1,000. So I'm broadcasting from like the middle of nowhere, Louisiana at the moment, from a Waffle House parking lot. So let's dive into this football game. Okay, I want to start here. Greg, how much time do you got?
I'm about to hit my shot in 1 second.
Do you want to hit your shot and then come back on, or do you want to?
Yeah. I hit my shot and come back on.
Okay, sweet. Do that.
Okay.
All right. So I have a question. I want to start off with a question. I was thinking about something today. So Tom Brady ended his career 7-3 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana ended his career 4-0 in Super Bowls. So this, if Mahomes pulls this off today, this will be number 4, right? He'll be 4-1, correct?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yep.
So I just was thinking about something. Would you rather be 7-3 all time in Super Bowls, or would
Who
you
was
rather
7-3?
or would you rather be 4-0 and Joe Montana?
Tom Brady was 7-3. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather be 7-3, man. That means you win a whole. You get 3 more than 4, plus you win
But-
another 3 times.
But your record was flawless.
Yeah, true. But you only had 4 shots at it. You know, the other dude had 10 shots at it.
So I just wanted to get, kind of the opinion of the crowd. Would you rather be Joe Montana? Because the argument is, if Patrick Mahomes continues doing what he's doing, he could be, the greatest quarterback of all time. But the argument always is that Joe Montana was perfect, 4-0 in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So to some, he is the greatest quarterback of all time, even over Tom Brady.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong, Spencer. If I had to pick a quarterback to play the Super Bowl, I'd take Joe Montana over anybody to play that game right there. But I'd still, record-wise, I'd rather be 7-3 than 4-0.
So I just want to ask, Guy from Philly. Guy from Philly is hopping on.
Oh, heck
Sure.
yeah.
Shirtless as usual to argue with the Kansas City fans. So, Ian, can you hear us? Ian, can you hear us?
Hey, how yous guys doing? What's
Hey,
going on here?
What's happening?
Ian. So, Tony,
Are we
you
on
there?
TV? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
me?
We see you fully naked. Yes.
Yes. Where's your jersey?
Oh no, I'm wearing. Don't worry. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. Wait a minute. Are we on TV?
Yes, we're on TV. With,
Should
we
I
got
put a
stars on
Should I
here.
put
Okay,
a
hey,
shirt
Greg,
on?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Would you rather be Joe Montana
Wow, is it?
4-0 or Tom Brady 7-3 in the Super Bowl?
I'm a 49er fan, but I'd be 7-3 for sure.
You'd rather take 7-3
Oh yeah.
with some flaws over 4-0
Oh, wow.
and just totally perfect?
Yeah, 7-3.
Sorry, ladies. I had to put a shirt on.
You're good. So it sounds like Greg's going with Tom Brady. Tony, who would you rather be?
I'd be Tom Brady, man.
Bama.
Tom Brady all the way. You go there 10 times to the show, you win 7 of them. Not bad.
Bama.
Yeah, I told you before already. I'd take Tom Brady. Give me 7 wins over 4 any day. Yeah, heck yeah.
But you got 3 losses, though.
That's okay, but you went 10 times.
You went to
won
the
7.
show.
I'd take 7 all day long, man. Give me 7 rings over 4 any day.
Alex Ginzel.
Tom Brady.
Really? But still, he lost 3 of them. Just saying. So 7. I mean, perfect is perfect. That's all. Ian, guy from Philly.
I'm going with Ron Jaworski. Lost the Super Bowl in 1980 to the Raiders. The first NFL fix. 2 bad holding penalties against the Eagles. Took back 2 touchdowns.
Ron Jaworski is not an option,
Jaws.
sir.
Dun, 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 dun.
What-
Listen,
What was the question again?
The question is, Joe Montana was 4-0 in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was 7-3. Who would you rather be, Joe Montana or Tom Brady?
I'm going to look it up, but I'm thinking Jaworski beat Montana in '82 once in the regular season.
Oh Christ, we're not going to get a straight answer. Okay, so we're good. Let's get into the game. Quarterbacks. Okay, obviously Mahomes is like a 12 out of 10. Guy from Philly, where are you putting 1 out of 10 Jalen Hurts right now?
My honest thoughts on Jalen Hurts is he is not a great. I mean, he's a great competitor, a great winner, leader of men, okay thrower, and he wins. So I think he's a 3. But
Wow.
I don't think he's like a Drew Brees or a Peyton Manning that makes the. I don't think he's a guy that can make the guys around him better. You know, I mean, I think he's managing. He's an excellent. I mean, he's amazing, but he is a quarterback that can take care of a very good roster. And I don't think you look back to the great five of 2010. Rivers, Breeze, Brady, Manning. Those guys were 6-win teams that won because of them. And I think the Eagles are an 11-win team and a 13-win team with Jalen. I think the Eagles could win without him, but not like go to the Super Bowl win. But the Steelers playing like losing the first round of the playoffs every year.
Got it. So,
But no, I love him, man. He's a competitor. He wins and he competes. But I think there's some flaws to his game. So.
Tony and Bama, what are you guys' thoughts on? We're just going to kind of go position, and then we'll get into our predictions of the game, predicted scores. Who would you put $1 million on? What are your guys' thoughts of Jalen Hurts today?
I like Jalen. It's one of those, I agree with the man from Philly, though, he's a good quarterback. He's a great, what is that called? The butt tush? Or the push tush or whatever it is?
Yeah, the ass grab or something.
Yeah, grab the cheeks, make it squeak, but no, he's a good quarterback. I'm not knocking on him. I think the matchups, if we're going quarterbacks, definitely Mahomes is in that first spot. And, but Hurts is good, man. Don't give him a chance to run. He'll run you. But he's got a good team all around him.
Got it. Hey, Bama.
Yeah.
Where do you compare Hurts to like Lamar?
That's got to shit.
They're too different,
They're pretty
man.
similar. Lamar's like Jalen, just a little bit better though. I mean, Lamar throws the ball a little bit better than Jalen. I feel like he runs it a little bit better than Jalen also.
So if like on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put Lamar? Where would you put Jalen?
I mean, if Lamar's the 10, is that what you're saying? Where would I put Jalen at?
Like a 9? 8?
No, I'd give Jalen probably I'd give him about an 8. Yeah.
An 8?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree like the guy from Philly. He's a good quarterback, but Philly's where they're at right now because of Saquon Barkley and that defense mainly. It's not Jalen Hurts. You could probably throw Nick Foles in there again, and they'd probably be close to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, G unit. I mean, obviously, you guys were blessed with Superman. Okay, I don't know where you put Jalen Hurts.
I put him at a 6. I think he doesn't have the magic that Mahomes has, the quickness, the visibility to see in between the lines, I mean, Mahomes is just magic. Jalen Hurts, I don't know. He doesn't have what it takes to win the Super Bowl. I think his team is really going to do well for him, but
go for it, Casey. Go for it.
The whole world wants the Eagles to win. So, I love it. Just keep hating.
I mean, he doesn't have the ability to be like falling down and magically throw a left-handed 70-yard touchdown pass.
But he could run over the defense for 70 yards on a running play, though.
Yes, he can. Yeah. That's what catch about Jalen. He makes it hurts.
Got it. Greg Vaughn, I think Greg Vaughn's shooting. So, all right, then we're gonna dive in to, and this is what I'm hoping, I'm praying is going to be the X factor of this Super Bowl, and that's Saquon Barkley in the running game. So, I mean.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Saquon. Today's Saquon's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's this, the 8th grade? We're celebrating birthdays?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Saquon Barkley is going to get like 12 touchdowns today because it's his birthday.
Good.
Pizza party.
So when's the last time a running back took over a Super Bowl?
Repeat, Mr. I don't have good internet.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this damn T-Mobile stuff.
Just repeat your question.
When's the last time a running back took over a Super Bowl that won?
That's
Thurman
easy.
Thomas.
Probably Beast Mode.
That's easy.
Probably Terrell, right?
Terrell Davis against the Green Bay Packers, 3 touchdowns with a migraine. Plus, he went, 140 plus yards? MVP, Super Bowl.
So it was 20. It's been 25 years, is what you're saying. It's 25 years.
Exactly.
Oh,
the quarterbacks have been taken over, or some defense.
Well, yeah.
So this guy's out golfing. I'm in a creepy.
Listen.
What's that?
I'm in a creepy hotel room in Orlando, and this guy's out golfing. Wow.
Hell yeah! I wish
I'm visiting my dad in the home for a week. My dad's 87. I put him in the home last summer, so Couldn't let him miss I couldn't miss the Super Bowl with him. I'm going to be in a nursing home watching the Super Bowl instead of Twin Peaks.
Ian, that's sweet
Yeah,
though.
heck yeah.
Oh, thanks, girl, thanks.
Hey,
Yeah,
Greg.
yeah, man. Are you gonna pass
Greg.
your dad some shooters?
Greg, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you put Jalen Hurts?
Might kill him, Tony.
What do you mean? Where do I put him?
Like, okay, if Mahomes is a Superman 12, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, where would you rank Jalen Hurts?
Out of all the quarterbacks in the league, and this and that, I mean, to me, he's in the top 5, top 6. I mean, all he does is win. It might not be the way you want it to be, but he wins.
That's what Ian Guy from Philly was saying. Same thing. So,
He wins,
all right.
and he's a class act too. So
So, okay, running game, obviously advantage Eagles. Basically, what I'm seeing today is the Eagles got to go old school. If Saquon can somehow go off and they keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands somehow, the Eagles can win this game. That's what I'm thinking, and play defense. And the comp was Washington and Jaden Daniels. And look what they did. I know Jaden Daniels isn't Patrick Mahomes, and the Commanders aren't necessarily the Chiefs, but that's a good comp.
He's
to
gonna
the
be.
Chiefs.
Jane Daniels is that good.
But what I'm saying is the Eagles absolutely destroyed Washington.
Washington's still learning how to win. They're still learning how to win. You know what I mean? They got a young team. They finally, today was a success. I mean, this year was a success after all that crap they've been through the last few years. So anything Washington did and the way they did it today, yeah, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you're speaking of comp
Plus
bets.
every
I'm on the
free
golf
agent-
course. Look at all these comp bets. This is like this. You could do a thesis off of this.
Nice.
Wow. Well, every free agent's going to want to go to Washington this year. I think not every, but you know what I'm saying. They're their free agent
Or
destination.
Denver.
You're going to want to go play there.
Or
You're still
Offensive
talking
lineman,
about Denver.
defensive lineman,
Here we go with
the
the
things
Denver.
you
Here we go
need
with
to
the
win.
Denver. Here we go with
I'm
Denver.
pretty sure the Broncos are a destination city all of a sudden.
Yeah, we kind of have a quarterback now.
I thought Spencer forgot about the Broncos when he moved to L.A.
Spencer, whatever the
Shut up,
wind's blowing,
Ian.
that's who Spencer likes.
Yeah.
It all depends on what poster he has hanging in his room.
Bo
Yeah.
Nix, baby.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, XO. Hey, Tony
Cavaliers
and Bama.
fan this year.
Tony and Bama. Am I crazy thinking that Washington is a good comp to Kansas City?
Yeah, you
What's
are
that?
crazy. Yeah.
Tony, I want to hear from Tony. If Kansas City's a 10, Washington's like an 8.5, are they not?
They're both good teams, but they're good teams in different ways.
Yeah. 100%. You're talking about apples and oranges there, brother.
I don't think I am. And the Eagles
you got the apple of your eye, Patrick Mahomes, that's already won 4 Super Bowls, and then you got the orange, where the orange is just barely turning orange because he's growing up. But you know what? He's going to be nice and juicy in a year.
Yeah, Philly likes Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. I mean, they're not hardly that similar at all, honestly, man. Jalen likes to run the ball a lot. Daniels likes to not run the ball if possible, throw the ball. I mean, they're two different kind of teams, man. They have great defense in Philly. Washington's got a pretty decent defense. I mean, no, that's not a very good comp if you're looking between those two right there, between KC and Washington now.
Yeah, apples and oranges, man. Even KC's defense is pretty stellar too. You know, they got a couple big names on that team where they might be veterans, but that they got those C's on those jerseys. There's a reason they got those C's, because they earned them.
But their defense helped them get in this position. It wasn't all offense, trust me.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
KC's got the two best defenses out there, KC and Philly right now.
Yeah, because if you look at the games towards the middle of the season, towards the end, Kansas City's only won by a handful of points. They didn't win by 2 touchdowns. They didn't win by 10 points. They won by 9 points, 3 points, 2 points, even 1 point.
Oh man. Okay, so
Their defense is up. That's why they're also in the Super Bowl, going for a
G unit.
three-peat.
Yeah.
all right. How does I mean, okay, how's Kansas City? Because I think the point spread. Do we have a new Chiefs fan?
We
There's my
sure do.
sister.
Go
Chiefs
Oh
do.
no,
Chiefs.
I
I
put
am
my
wearing
shirt
my
on
green
too
one.
soon.
Got my green on right now. Go Eagles.
Looks like the Ginzel
How are
family
we,
is
guys?
the Ginzel family is starting to show up.
Yes,
You missed
we
me. You
are.
missed me
Loud
with
and
my shirt
proud.
off, Julia.
It was quite the scene. I had the
Thank God
dollar
he put his
bills
shirt
ready.
on.
Right.
Eagles fans are insane.
Yes,
Oh,
they are.
G Unit.
Yes.
What is good? Okay, so the defenses are basically the same. The Eagles got a way better running game. The quarter, obviously you have Superman for your quarterback. God, it's such an easy question for you. What's going to be the difference in this Super Bowl for the Chiefs?
I
G
mean,
Unit.
so I don't want to like bring him up all the time, but Mahomes has had historical success against the Eagles defense time after time these past previous years. And then I mean, our defense now is ranked top 10 rushing defense. We're going to play a man-free coverage and have a 3 deep zone coverage.
Did Chris Collinsworth tell you to say that?
And they don't commit to many turnovers. No, I did my research. They're not going to commit to any turnovers
No, I know.
this
I know.
game, and we just got it.
All right, Eagles and Chief fans, I got something for you guys. All right, are we going to see any of the quarterbacks? Well, there's only 2, but any of the quarterbacks throwing for 300 yards today?
How
Are
many?
we? 300. 300. That's a
Well,
big
when the Eagles are up, when the Eagles are up 22 points again, Mahomes is going to have to throw. So to cut it down to like 5, then we're going to be looking like Hail Mary situation, and hopefully Eagles, the coin flip at the end of the game just like last time, the last 2 minutes, and hopefully,
See, the reason
hopefully-
I feel like, the reason I feel like we're going to see a 300-yarder today is because the fact that everybody's way overlooking on the running game. Granted, Kansas City has Pacheco and they got Kareem Hunt, but you still got Barkley back there and you got Greenwell. But you know what? I see a 300-yard game today. Both teams have great tight ends, Goldberg, and then you got, of course, Kelsey, and then you got your other boy on Kansas City too. That's actually doing pretty good. I think both wide receiver core is going to be outstanding today because everybody's going to be worried about the run.
Yeah.
My thoughts on Jalen coming out of Oklahoma was he was really good at throwing to wide open guys like CeeDee Lamb, and I still see that. So if 2 weeks to prepare, I can see AJ and Devontae and Dallas being wide open several times, and Jalen just has to hit them not thread the needle passes, just the wide open passes. Then I also have I think a third or fourth wide receiver is going to score on a bomb. That's my one prediction. Like guys, I don't even know their names. Like Dotson, I think, the guy from Washington last year, and then there's a Florida State guy too on the team. I forget his name. Wilson.
Both wide receiver cores, they're pretty stacked now.
Yeah.
Including with Kansas City getting Hopkins and all that. Hey man, that's a big boost because nobody's thinking about him. They think he's all washed up.
I don't even want to talk about Hopkins, man.
Jalen only throws to 4 guys. Jalen throws to 4 guys, the guys that are wide open. So, like I said, if you want to do a DraftKings thing, go for that Dotson guy, 83, or the guy from Florida State, and you'll probably be getting like plus 500, 600 on a touchdown from one of the Eagles' third wide receivers or fourth wide receivers.
Huh. So, Tony, you're saying take is there a prop for one of the quarterbacks going over 300 yards passing?
No, I haven't looked at any of the big props yet, but one of the props that should be in there. How many times are we going to be seeing Swifty? I say it's going to be 5 or more. And I probably can see her at halftime singing with that dude.
Yeah.
They'd have to pay her for that. She ain't going to be singing at halftime.
No, just Kendrick.
But do you think Kendrick's going to be able to not drop any F-bombs?
I didn't even see that. Okay.
I bet we get a couple bad words in there where they're getting ready to bleep them.
I mean, I just don't see how he doesn't accidentally drop an F-bomb during the halftime show. Anyways, what's more important in this game, Saquon Barkley in the running game or Patrick Mahomes, man. I'd like to believe that the running game can win the Eagles the Super Bowl today, but it's like
Yeah,
Superman just he's
Yeah.
always there at the end, and I just don't understand how for years in the fourth quarter of a Chiefs game, it's like, how can you forget to cover Travis Kelsey? How does that happen?
Yeah,
Always.
but you
yeah.
also got to
Yeah.
look at this, okay? You know, you always heard that saying before: defense wins championships. The last 14 years, the number one defense has actually won the Super Bowl. For instance, you know, the team that the Eagles are playing today was what were they? Oh, yeah, they were number one the last 3 years in a row, even though they lost one. But hey, you know, you can't always have 100%. But
When was the year Kansas City had the year where they had all the rookies playing too? That was impressive.
Yep.
They had
You
3 or
gotta-
4
you gotta-
rookies they drafted that year, and the Eagles are the same boat. They've got like 4 newcomers this year that are just
Yeah.
off the charts. Like so,
If I could say one thing before I have to go, these guys are going to yell at me.
Go ahead, Greg.
The common denominator is Andy Reid. He's been there how many times? And
yep.
you know, you
Johnny.
can keep going. That 4th and 2, 4th and 3, that'll get you sent home. You know what I mean? If you don't start punting the ball, or taking field goals.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
Yeah.
okay, hey, Greg, real quick. Who's going to have a better day, Patrick Mahomes or Saquon Barkley?
when you say better, Patrick he does enough to win. So when you say that, it's maybe
Like, okay, if you had to put $1 million on one of them to win the MVP, which one would it be?
oh, you got to go with the quarterback. It's hard for him to get unless Saquon just rushes for like 150 and 3 touchdowns. He won't
Got
get
it.
it.
Got it. Okay, and then your
Yeah.
predicted score for the game, Greg.
31, 34 Eagles. Sorry.
Ah, Eagles, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, Greg. You can hang
I
out
see-
for as long as you want. If you got to go, take
Okay.
off.
Okay, I
Good
might
luck
call
on
back.
your
All right,
round of
see you
golf.
guys. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Hit him long, hit him
let's
hard.
go back to when's the last time running? Like a lot of times when a running back takes over the Super Bowl, they lose. Like thinking Thurman Thomas.
You know what I
Um,
heard about that game? That's back in the Parcells era, and that was Belichick on
Bless
that
you.
team.
Thank
And
you.
if you're talking about the Buffalo Bills,
Yeah.
New York Giants Super Bowl, I was told that Parcells and Belichick said, "Let them run like crazy. If they do, we will win this game." And I can't remember exactly why. It's just they
Yeah.
knew they were going to be able to score like quickly. I can't remember the exact theory, but they were literally
Yeah, it's probably classic bend don't break. Don't let them in the end zone and make them
Yes.
kick field goals.
yeah, they'll waste
So-
all this time, kick a field goal, we'll go down, score a touchdown. But I mean, you got to think about the 2015 Broncos. What was our running back that little bowling ball?
I can't even remember.
You remember his name?
That was the
Tony?
one. That was the one where Temple University's kicker should have been the MVP.
What was that, McGahee?
What's his?
It
No,
wasn't
no, the,
McGahee. It was like CJ.
No,
something.
I should know this. He's kicking somewhere else now.
No, I'm not
Look it
talking
up.
about. Nobody cares about kickers, bro. Nobody
Oh,
cares
that's why he
about
didn't win
kickers.
MVP.
We're talking
but-
about the running back. What was his name, Tony? CJ something. Anyways, I think that was like the 'cause
Anderson?
He had
No,
something like. See, maybe it was CJ. Maybe it was CJ Anderson. He had like 120 yards.
no, he
I
was
think
after
had
that.
2 touchdowns. That's the last Super Bowl that I can think of where a running back had a dominant game. But we also had one of the greatest defenses of all time.
Yeah,
So
the
let me-
defense won because if you remember, that was the year that Peyton forgot how to throw the ball on November 15th, or he was
Well, he
hurt.
was old- yeah,
but
he
he
was
was
old.
old. He was old. But like,
Yeah.
if you remember that, he was throwing 5 touchdowns in a game, and there was like a day, like November 10th, where he just couldn't throw the ball anymore.
Yes, exactly. And they put Brock Osweiler in, and they had
Yeah.
to bring the old man. So, G Unit, you have to put $1 million on Pat. This is easy. Patrick Mahomes or Saquon Barkley to get the MVP.
Yes.
Okay, we know Patty Mahomes is going to be the MVP. Okay, who's more likely, do you think, Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelsey to get the MVP? Or the
Mahomes.
field, somebody else?
Just
Mahomes. Kelsey needs to
Yeah.
have a big game. He didn't do much in the last game. He needs to have a big game.
Kelsey's going to have to. He's going to Doink Taylor on the field to get the MVP because
Yeah.
who's throwing the ball? You know.
That's what we all want to see him. Apparently, Hollywood wants to see him making out over the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah, wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
Tony, you got to put $1 million on MVP. Mahomes, Saquon, or the field?
I'm going the field. There's so many there. You know, you're not okay. For one, Mahomes is Mahomes. Barkley is Barkley. One's a runner, one's a passer. A passer, gosh darn it, if they stop the passing, they don't have much of a run game. If they stop the run on the Eagles, they got to pass all day long. That's a tough one. I'm going the field. You still got Smith out there. You got Brown. Once again, you got Kelsey. You got Hopkins. You could also have a defensive player win this. You know, the last time we had a defensive MVP for the Super Bowl was Super Bowl 50. That was Von Miller.
Von Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon McManus. He was the one that was winning the game for the Broncos. Then
Good old McManus.
Oh, McAnus.
Yeah,
McManus.
he's a good
he
guy.
got cleared all that trouble too. That's kind of he's like 3 towns over from Pennsylvania to me too, Bucks County.
Didn't he
What-
used to come into the Platte all the time?
Yeah, he's a good guy. I
Yeah.
got to drink a couple shots with him. Bama got mad at him one day
Yeah.
because he missed the field goal the next day because he was partying at the Platte.
He's partying with you guys.
Cost me
You guys,
$100
so you
per
guys
day.
lost.
Hey, you guys know what goes on the Platte stays at the Platte.
Hey,
But he's
Bama,
no longer a Bronco, so I can talk.
Yeah.
Bama,
Yeah.
Bama, Patrick Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, or the field?
Like I said, I really think for Philly to win this game is going to be Saquon. So I'm going to go take a chance, man, and say Saquon comes first running back in a lot of years to get the MVP.
Ian, who's
I-
getting MVP?
I'm too emotional, man. I can't. I'm abstain, but I'll say Saquon. But you know, I think the Eagles are the better team, but the Chiefs have Mahomes. Just like 2004, the Eagles were the better team, and the Patriots had Brady.
Yeah.
So it just he's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to need something stupid like a pick six to win it, or something stupid
Okay,
like.
this is what kind of led back to my original question about Joe Montana and Tom Brady. As I was sitting there thinking, like, Patrick Mahomes is Superman. No one is ever going to beat this guy. And then I was thinking, oh, wait a minute, Tom Brady did. So
Yeah.
he's not unbeatable in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's Tom Brady.
But you just got to have Superman's dad to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing with Brady and Montana. Two of their biggest games ever were 3 interception games. Like Montana threw 3 picks in the catch game. Also,
Yeah.
Brady threw 3 picks in the championship game when they beat the Packers, I think, when they went to the Super Bowl with Tampa. So it's just, it's that grit of getting up when you're down,
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So I know everybody's got a big day. Let's get predicted scores. G Unit.
Well, first of all, President Trump is going to be there, and he's even
No,
voting.
I
for the
think
Chiefs.
I think we got ran off the freeway last night by his motorcade.
You probably did. He's there in town, and he's going to be the first president to be at a Super Bowl.
That's cool. Yeah.
Kind of a fun fact.
First
Um,
one, really? Damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he'll be front and center. Vote.
So okay. Wait. Who's gonna get more close-ups, the Donald or T Swizzle?
T Swizzle.
Swizzle.
Do you think they'll be in the same booth at the same time? That really shock people.
There'd be some drama there. There'd be tension. There'd be tension in that suite. Okay. Anyways, predicted score.
30-27 Chiefs. It's going to be a close game. The Eagles are going to leave too much time on the clock for Mahomes and Andy to make their magic.
Oh God,
Wow,
you're so
she's
right.
smart and pretty.
So you're so right. Okay.
Yep.
But the thing you left out was there's going to be a controversial call that allows the Chiefs to go down and kick that game-winning field goal.
It's the opposite.
No comment?
I
Not
don't
happening.
know.
Not saying there ain't going to be a controversial call, but it ain't going to lead to the Chiefs winning this time.
Hollywood, man. Hollywood and Vegas, they're all in on this thing. Maybe they're opposing each other though. Maybe Vegas is going for the Eagles and Hollywood is going for Travis Kelsey.
Well,
What's
what
the over-
Hollywood's
what's-
doing right now is they're already making the movie.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
It's
They're
true.
making the movie, you know.
Oh my God!
And
It's
Taylor
this
Swift's
magical
gonna,
love
you know,
story.
her actresses are gonna probably be Charlize Theron or something like that, and you know, Mahomes will probably be, you know, a retired Denzel Washington.
I'm gonna start doing
You know,
steroids.
you got everybody
Listen,
in there, man.
I'm gonna start doing steroids, and I'm gonna audition for Travis Kelsey's role.
What's the over under?
The over and under is, if I'm not mistaken, it's 47.
48 and a half, I think.
That's
Over?
low, man. That's low. That's
Over?
low.
We thinking over?
48 and a half.
Yeah, over definitely.
I love the over. Over.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
think there's going to be a weird explosion of offense in the fourth quarter from one of the teams. I
Here's
think
what
it's gonna
I
be
think.
tight.
If this game goes under, it means the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
I think the prediction of the score is going to be 44 to 31
Jesus.
Eagles.
44.
Oh,
wow, that's
fly!
like-
I'm
Eagles, fly.
thinking there's going to be a lot of scoring. That's what I was telling y'all. That's why I was saying there's going to be a quarterback. I feel there's going to be a 300-yarder in there. And I there's going to be a lot of air attacks on both sides.
So Swami, whole world. Swami just said what? 44-31.
Yep.
Now that's not just Joe Sixpack on the street saying that. There's
I
literally
think it's going to be a
oh,
high-scoring game, guys.
And,
Yeah,
and
well, I
hey,
like
Tony,
Brady
just
over.
hey, everybody, just so you know, like the whole world now knows about sports and tacos and how good, especially Tony is at football. We had that press release went out on Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So, Tony Swami, Tony the Greek just predicted 44-31 Eagles. That might hold some weight. Bama, what is your
Yo.
predicted score of the Super Bowl this year?
I like the over, but not that high. 33-30 Philadelphia.
Oh,
You guys all think the Eagles are really going to win? Like, truly?
I feel like they're the better team, yes.
But
Wow.
even with
I actually
Superman-
thought some of you guys were going to think the Chiefs were going to win this.
here's
You
where
know,
I'm at with the unit. I'm sorry. I really want the Eagles to win this game, but they're not going to. They're going to
Yeah.
lose. by a
Thank you.
field
At
goal.
least Spencer has his head on right.
That's who you're going to trust.
42-27
You're screwed.
42-27 Eagles.
Man, you guys are all smoking fairy dust.
I know.
Well, hey, Shotgun, you owe me 200 tacos, so let's go put 200 tacos on this right now. Fly,
Oh.
Eagles, fly.
Donate it to charity.
So, you know, that's going to be 400 tacos, man. You better open up an account.
I better go get a
Open
taco
up your own
truck.
stand.
Start writing it off on your
Oh,
taxes.
man.
Just for Tony. Tony's the only one that can get tacos there. 'Cause-
Oh man. Well, no, see, that's what I'm saying. It'll mess things up because I'm rooting for the Eagles. You know. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna
This
gonna
guy.
pass. But I just
You know you have a Mahomes picture in your bedroom. I bet it's in your back
Man,
seat right now
like you
at
just
the
can't-
Waffle
It's on the
House.
top of his ceiling so we
Yeah.
can look at him while he's
He's
sleeping.
all, "Oh, Patrick!"
I go back in my mind to that Texas playoff game like 5 years ago. Texans playoff game when they were down by 21 at halftime and up by 21 by the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Like-
but that's the Texans, and that's,
I
that's
know,
not
Yeah.
man. It's Mahomes though. Like the dude.
Also
at
who you
times-
play, too.
and he-
Hey, Shotgun, I hate to, you know, have your gun loaded, but there's nothing in there, bro. Check it out. The Eagles are number one in the NFL in defense. Houston, I don't even think they were in the top 10.
I know,
You're
man, but-
talking like
not
one,
that year, especially.
yeah, you're talking once again apples and oranges, bro.
He's another level though. Like
Mahomes
he can
is
be,
definitely in
he
another
could be
level.
getting
Yes, he's
dragged
good.
down. It's just he's just another okay, and great quarterbacks win Super Bowls.
So
They
did so
just
did Trent
do.
Dilfers, and
Brad
Occasionally,
Anderson.
occasionally, if you got
Brad
like an all,
Johnson.
okay. I mean, this is Super Bowl 59. There's been like 5 all-time great defenses that have actually been so good that they won a Super Bowl. Think about how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks have won Super Bowls.
yeah.
That quarterback position is just so effing important in a
Crucial.
Super Bowl.
Mhm.
That's what makes them great. Is
Yeah, once
great
again, hey,
players
I'm
don't
not
always.
knocking you. I'm not knocking you, but you know what? History told the story before. Defenses, man, if your defenses control that quarterback can't throw, that quarterback can't complete, that quarterback can't run because he's getting stuffed. And then all of a sudden, if their team that has a mediocre quarterback, which the Eagles don't, they have Hurts.
Right.
Things could happen. All you have to do is score 3 points or even 1 point and win a game.
I mean, you do realize this game went to overtime, 2 years ago?
Yep.
In the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yep.
And yeah, Philly kind of had him up and down the field until Jalen Hurts kind of let the ball slip out of his hands, and Casey picked it up and ran it back for the touchdown. And instead of a 14-point lead, it was a tie game, kind of a deal right there. And yeah, but they went toe for toe with them before, and now they're a better Philly team. So
Yes.
that's why I think it's Philly this year.
Here's my predicted score. It's going to be 30-28 Chiefs. Controversial call in the last 2 minutes gives the Chiefs a first down. They're down 28-27. Chiefs kick a field goal, and they three-peat. We got to watch Travis Kelce and T Swizzle make out in the middle of the field and all the things. That's
Yeah.
my.
Or Travis Kelce proposes to her right on the 50.
They just roll camera
Who's
right
not
there.
going to do that after they
We're going to
lose?
start filming the movie right
After they
now.
lose, yeah.
Quiet
We'll
on the
find
set. Oh God!
It's a Cinderella story, Spencer. You are correct.
I just don't want to see them three-peat, man.
I know. I know.
God, they're just so good. They're just so good. So I'm just jealous. That's all.
I really believe that Mahomes has manifested this. He's very religious, and just through the power of prayer, like it shows a lot of people that if you just believe and you pray and you manifest, you can have whatever you want.
I met a guy. Me and Brady met a dude because we were in the. He covers the Cowboys and the Texans. He's been a beat writer sports writer for 37 years, and he personally knows Mahomes. Mahomes is from Texas. He knows his mom.
Yeah.
And basically, kind of what he was telling us is because Patrick Mahomes' dad, he's kind of he's an F up. His brother is also an F up. And the mom really guided apparently Patrick to go the right direction in life, and you can kind of tell.
You can tell.
Good for Mama. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
But
I
Mom-
really
Yeah.
think it comes down to character. And
this old dude from Texas said he's like the only person that the mom has given an interview to, and he's got it. And here's the thing that's crazy. This is the world we live in. This interview with Mahomes' mom is completely positive, and nobody wants to pick it up. All they wanted to hear about was the bad stuff about his dad and his brother.
yeah,
That's the way the media works, not the total positive stuff about his mom and what he has gone on to do.
Well, dirty news is good news.
Yeah, people like dirt.
Yeah,
Because they want to feel like, hey, man, they have it worse than I do, even though they have a bigger bank account.
yeah. In the media, they say if it bleeds, it leads. But so I think there's a lot of truth in what G Unit just said.
thank you. I think that the whole world knows that and is seeing that with the Chiefs team and the dynasty that Mahomes has brought onto the Chiefs department. It's really cool. I don't know. You guys can read some stuff about it too if you want to. It's pretty true stuff.
Yeah.
If you
Well, and,
believe,
if you're ever bored, there was some stuff like that. I don't know how religious it was, but like about Brady. Brady becoming Brady was like miraculous. How Tom Brady became Tom Brady. Go back and watch there's a Michigan special
Go Blue.
on YouTube.
Yeah, he said he
About
was
his
getting
time
his
at
resume.
Michigan.
He said he was getting his resume ready to apply at Charles Schwab.
Yeah.
at one point, and like just like he was expecting to get cut. Like it was the summer where he was in the training camp, and he was just showed up, of course, but then he was getting ready for. But that's why he's great, though. He was preparing for what was next. No matter he was preparing there for everything. So I think that's part of his success. Is like I'm getting my resume ready in case I don't make it. I'm going to be
He
successful
could just,
elsewhere.
he was just like the forgotten about dude. But on those teams, everybody knew, all of his teammates knew he was the best. Even though coaching, for political reasons, no one would give him a shot. But he just did not give up. And then next thing you know, he's 7-3 in Super Bowls and the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, everybody have an amazing Super Bowl.
Yes.
Go Eagles!
Have
Yes.
fun.
Go
stay
Chiefs!
safe.
Spencer,
all-
I found
we
a
all-
half-price wing place in Orlando. We got to go to
Oh, really?
on
Nice,
on Thursday. So let's do that.
Sick.
We like
Well,
hot wings.
hopefully my worldwide. So, I was talking to my little brother. I was like, in the last 7 months, I've gone from LA to Denver to Nebraska to the Florida Keys to Atlanta to Alabama to New Orleans, now to Dallas, then to Orlando, then back to Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of travel.
You're a busy man.
Yeah. Once the house is done, you and Bama have to come visit,
Hell
Tony.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Bama,
I'm
yeah,
going to play a
yeah,
room, man.
yeah.
And we're going to
Ask-
race them out. I got 3 kittens. It'll be fun.
Aww.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Hey, Bama, where are you from?
Penelope's going to love you, Tony. She likes assholes.
Bama,
Yeah,
where are you from in Alabama?
my folks live in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Sweet. I drove through Tuscaloosa, coming to know.
That's a funny TV show in the making. We show up to see your folks, me, you, Spencer, and Tony,
Hell yeah.
for dinner.
Done it before.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good day. Go football.
Spencer,
Later,
have
guys.
fun. Have fun in New
Have fun,
Orleans.
Alex.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll keep everybody updated with all the new things.
Right on. Good luck, everybody.
Later, Gators.
Good luck,
Drive
guys.
safe, Spencer. I'll
And
see you
make
soon.
all your squares hit.
That's right. Everybody win money.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Yes. Go Chiefs.